Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing amazing. I had an amazing conversation with Joelle, aka Char2000. He is somebody that I met at a production company opening. I had a friend of mine who invited me to go there after work, and we went there, and Shar was there, and some other people. It was awesome. I love seeing cameras, camera equipment, TV stuff. Gets my juices flowing, son. Don't ask me why I'm not on TV yet. But yeah, it was awesome. I had a great conversation with him there. Followed him on Instagram, and just got to see everything he was doing, and he's awesome. So I figured I hit him up and just have a conversation about it, and it was fantastic. A lot of insight for anybody who's trying to do this themselves. This dude did not go to school for this, and he owns his own little production company. It has nothing to do with the production company opening, whatever over there. So I don't want to confuse anybody. But yeah, I mean, this dude is, doing his thing, man. It's pretty badass. So I appreciated his time, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's fun. There's a funny story here too. Just an all around fantastic combo, man. So awesomeness. Enjoy, guys. Love y'all. Comment, subscribe, whatever. I don't care, man. I love you. I appreciate you guys listening and watching as per usual. Without further ado, enjoy.
What up?
Whoop, whoop. I can't see you though.
Yeah, I'm popping in the AirPods real quick.
Gotcha.
I don't need pants on for this, right? No one's gonna see my.
No, bro. I never wear pants.
Okay, there goes that because I do so much stuff in broadcast. I have that up for some reason.
This guy flexing already his talents over here.
Boom. Hey.
What's going on, man?
Popping.
Listen, I appreciate your time, dude. Thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Great keeping in touch with you.
Yes, sir. I wanted to have you on here because, the one time I met you at that opening of that studio, your passion, bro, was flowing for everything you were talking about, and I loved it. It's infectious.
Thank you.
So, and then following you on Instagram, dude, I see all the shit you do, which is awesome, and you're not afraid to tell people to, shut the fuck up, essentially, when they're talking about something they don't know, or, So maybe in a nicer way, but yeah. And yeah. I wanted to see when did this all start? Like, when did you know being a videographer, a DP or anything like this was in your blood and you needed to make it happen?
Okay, so let's go back to 16-year-old me living in Fort Lauderdale. A group of friends, we'd all grown up playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band and stuff like that, and so we got into music. So we eventually got into actually playing music, transitioning away from playing it on the video game to actually playing guitars and drums and stuff like that. So we'd make music and a bunch of silly songs and stuff like that. And what goes better with music than video, right? They are married together. Music videos have been a thing for the longest time for that reason. So, my brother had a camera that he'd given me, this little Sony Handycam. I don't know if you remember those that recorded mini
DVs. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I still have mine.
Same, dude. It had a little night vision on it. It was terrible, but yeah, it worked. So we always shot these little stupid mini music videos for all our stupid little songs. And I've always been a technical person growing up. So I've always been you know what? If I can do music, and music is so related to video, why can't I do video as well? And I guess as time went on, the more I kind of saw that you can make that a viable career option. That's a legit thing. Cinematographer in the film industry is a legit thing. If you want to go make movies or commercials or whatever, let's go do it.
Did you go to school for it?
No, I went to school for computer engineering. Yeah, right. I went to school for computer engineering, and then I went to an IT academy for Microsoft Certified Systems Engineer. I did not use none of that stuff. Finished witnessed all the training and stuff, and legit have not worked a single day in IT. So that
That
was
is
a waste
hilarious.
of time.
That is hilarious,
um,
dude. I love it. So self-trained.
all self-trained, man. Like I think that is such an awesome thing that like my generation and all generations on. I think between like YouTube and like Google, Wikipedia, and like all the different sources, you're absolutely gonna be able to learn a vast majority of things by yourself. Which is not to say that formal education doesn't have merit. It absolutely does, completely.
Hmm.
But a lot of things you just don't got to put yourself into debt for, sit in a classroom for. There's no reason why you can't learn a camera like out in the field. Like it's not that crazy. I can do it.
Listen, I agree. I agree, especially, having spent, Jesus Christ, I don't know how much fucking money in the Art Institute for Lauderdale, because I went there for visual effects and motion graphics, and I learned more from videocopilot.com than I did from the fucking school, man. It was just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
So it was crazy.
Video Copilot. I haven't heard that name in a while. That's legendary, yo.
Bro,
that was like
that's...
the first people to like be doing like VFX and stuff.
Hey, it's Andrew Kramer. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. I used to,
Oh man.
Video Copilot,
He had
dude.
like those action packs and everything.
All the assets and shit. He would just give them to
Yeah.
you, and and most of the shit you could do, for back in the day, I was still like I would download particular and all that shit like illegally and whatnot. I'm a bandit. But
yeah, same.
but yeah,
Pirate Bay.
and
Shout out to Pirate Bay.
dude, for real. But yeah, I learned, and funny enough, like I love visual effects, especially motion graphics. I respect the people that go hardcore. I have a lot of friends that actually went with that career, and they're amazing motion graphic artists. But I taught myself how to edit, because we didn't do much editing at the school. So doing editing, getting into YouTube early back in 2008, like I had this little passion for just filming and editing. Just it never blossomed into like now I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Why am I doing all this work that I don't give a shit about when you enjoy firing up a camera and fucking filming shit? Like, and not to say
Right.
I'm a pro or anything, but like I have a good sense compared to like
Yeah.
normal people on how to film and whatnot. And of course, like you said, following yourself and other videographers, really good, smart people, and on YouTube. Like I've learned so much just on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's fantastic. It's one of, like you said, I agree 100% that you don't necessarily have to break the bank, go to school,
Right.
and probably the best way to learn, it's just going under somebody, even if it's for free.
Yeah.
Just fucking be their bitch and just learn.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I mean, like, I get hit up quite often by like a lot of younger people, and they're like, "Hey, man, how do I kind of learn this stuff? How do I break into this industry?" And I'm just like, "You do what you're doing right now. You hit somebody up and be like, hey, I'm a sponge. Like, tell me where to be, when to be, and I'll be there." And you may do a couple of things for free at first, but eventually, you'll get enough experience that people will start to see your worth, and eventually someone will go, you know what? I actually trust that guy to carry the lens case. I actually trust that guy to move the camera. Okay, yeah, let's pay this guy to be the camera assistant, stuff like that. And you're in. I did plenty of free work, plenty of free music videos, just basic stuff, or like photo shoots and stuff like that. And then eventually I like kind of figured it out. And I was like, all right, cool. Now I can start making a push at this from the professional aspect, right? That's how you have to go about it sometimes. Back in the day, you didn't have a choice. Like back in the day, like I talked to these older guys, and they're all like, look, back in the day, like you straight up had to like have a mentor. That's it. If you did not have a mentor, there's no way you were gonna afford a video camera back in 1980, like, or a film camera, like a good film camera.
Yeah.
Those were like $100,000. Those were $100,000. Like, where are you gonna get that? Then plus the tripod, plus the film, how to develop the film. Nowadays, man, like you can get like a Sony Alpha series for like a couple $100, or like a Canon T whatever, a few $100, from Best Buy with the kit lens and stuff like that. It's just like, bro, you're good to go. You're so good to go. We are so fortunate to be in a time where there's so much. How do I even put this? There's just so many assets available to all of us, man. And I mean, like, even looking behind you with, you know, the collectibles that you have, like, imagine like 30 years ago trying to get half of that stuff. You wanted something from Japan 30 years ago,
Dude.
you order a catalog. You order a catalog. Hopefully, you can get somebody to like translate between, you know.
You don't even have to go that far, dude. Even when I started collecting when I was in high school, you know, me being a you know, I'm 36 now, so back in 2002, that the early 2000s, like just getting shit from Japan was getting episodes of Dragon Ball Z on VHS, recorded from TV in Japan, bro. Like that's the shit we used to do. So it was a pain. Now, bro, now it's all the accessibility right now in almost every aspect of everything. It's insane. Like you said, buying a camera, shooting your shit. The information is out there on YouTube for free for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So it's incredible. We're living in an amazing time, especially for you know, young kids and even adults like myself. You know, I'm a grown ass man and I'm over here trying to leave the retail aspect of my fucking career and be like, what? Just let's go. Let's start filming shit. You know, like you know what I'm doing, the real estate shit, and just start there. You know, little by little, and start learning. You know, so yeah, the accessibility is insane.
Absolutely, dude. Your kid is coming up in like the greatest time yet, man. Your kid is gonna have like all the advantages.
I got him, dude.
And I see you guys, man. On Instagram and all that stuff. I see you guys. You guys are awesome,
bro. So this Handycam, which was I think it was my second camera, he uses it all the time. So I'm allowing him to use it because I want him to start, you know, understanding how to do it. And I'm like, why not teach my kid to start, like, you know, knowing how to frame shit, knowing how to fucking record and stuff. So, and he's loving it, and he thinks he's a director, dude. Like when we're playing, he's like, no, Bobby, okay, it's just stand right there. Okay, I need you to come at me, and when you come at me, you gotta shoot me, and then I shoot you, and then you fall, but you gotta get hit right here. It can't be anywhere else. It has to be right here. Oh my god, I'm like, yes, director, yes, no problem. If I threw it around, bro, he's like, no, get up,
no,
let's do this again.
Cut. Come on.
He's so freaking hilarious. I love it, dude. So, you know, and I mean, like you said, you've seen him on Instagram. Like this kid is, you know, a full-blown actor now. Like he thinks he's, you know, he's fucking the Mandalorian, dude. It's so funny.
Oh yeah. Is a new episode out? Right?
Yeah.
It's Friday.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Does it come out at midnight?
I don't know when it comes out. I know every morning it's there, and I'm, you know, we sit down and we watch it. So it was a fun episode today.
Right after this.
Yes, please. It's so delicious.
More
Mandalorian. Oh, did you see the announcement for the show?
Yes, I did. Yeah, they announced a ton of stuff. Oh my god,
dude,
holy
there's
crap.
so much crap between Marvel and Star Wars, dude.
Yes, and then Sony just bought Crunchyroll for like 1.3 billion.
Oh, it's official. I didn't know.
It's official.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that. Yeah, crazy times we're living in, man.
That is
content
insane.
is available more than ever.
Yes, it is. That's awesome. Man, I wanted to ask you, like, what's the favorite thing about what you do? You know, what do you like the most?
I think my favorite thing probably about like the film or like creative industry at all is like the freedom. I think it's definitely the freedom because, like, you know, I used to work at Best Buy and doing the whole like 9 to 5 thing, and you know, it's cool, but like I'm at the point in my career where I get to make my own schedule. If I want to go on a 2-week vacation, I could just go on a 2-week vacation. As long as I didn't book anything within those 2 weeks, I could just go. And it's something I hate to be the stereotypical creative and be like, oh man, I just hate formalities and I hate suits. It's just like
Me too,
man.
I
kind of do, yeah. Just like, man, I can show up wherever I'm at as long as I'm wearing something semi-professional, you know, as long as I don't show up in like a Speedo or something, like nobody really cares. You know, typically I put on some shorts, some like khaki shorts and like a black t-shirt, and that's how I am on set, you know. No one cares too much about like dress protocol, and I don't know, man. It's just like it's a freeing life to be a creative. It truly is, man. And I'm sure you can relate to your degree as well, because it's like we kind of get told that as we grow up we have to be less fun, which is like that's not true. You don't have to. You get more responsibilities, absolutely, sure, you know. You
Mm-hmm.
growing up, it's like, oh well, you can't be playing with toys anymore and stuff like Dragon Ball Z. You're a grown man. It's like, okay, but you're handling your business, you're paying your mortgage, your kids got food and everything like that. It's
Yeah.
the best of both worlds. I think every creative, as they grow up and they transition out of being a teenager, the hard part is struggling to balance that back and forth. You can be the kid that you want to be all you want, but of course life is going to come into it and it's going to play its own effect. But if you can find a way to balance it, that's the way to go, man. I'm telling you, if you're a creative and you're listening to this, I'm telling you, like, I worked at Best Buy. I used to make $800 a month. I worked part-time while doing 2 internships. And
Ooh.
like, oh, 2, yeah. Whew, I didn't get paid for none of that stuff. None of it. Yeah. But eventually I figured my way out into like the industry where I wanted to be in the industry and made it work. And now I'm sitting at home just like chilling. I'm getting paid right now. I rented out some stuff today and I'm just doing my thing. But yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
mean, if you're watching this and you're listening, definitely like understand like it's tough at first, but like stick it out. If you're a creative, stick it out. Don't fall into the trap of like the 9 to 5. If you have to because you're about to, get kicked out of your house, absolutely go get a job. But absolutely at all points in time, try and strive to do that creative thing because I'm happy. I'm so much more happier than when I did the 9 to 5 thing.
That's awesome. Well, like you were just saying it, like you had your 9 to 5 essentially, making $100 a week, but at the same time you were hustling and you had 2 internships. So like, you have to sacrifice shit, for a little bit or for a long time, who knows? But at the end of the day, if you keep fucking hustling, bada bing, bada boom, look at you. You own your own production company, right?
I do. Yeah.
Awesome.
We do a lot of music videos, occasional commercials, stuff like that. And it's crazy how looking back, it's like, damn, I never thought I'd be here. Like, damn, I never thought I'd work on this project, or damn, I never thought I'd be in this place and doing this type of thing. This lens costs how much? Like I was like, man, am I an adult now? Is that how that works? Is that how that works?
I love when you post pictures of your rigs, man, and I mean just the amount of money just in the lens and the body itself. It's just woo, this guy made it. Ka-ching! That's what's up. I love it, dude. I love it.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I'm still over here looking behind you like hella jealous. Like, yo, what's up? The collection.
Bro, what's cracking, man? Look at that.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude,
I love some childhood, man. Yeah. Collectibles.
That's exactly. I don't give a shit. I'm not one of those people that are like, hey, they're not toys. I don't give a shit, man. Toys, dolls, collectible. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call it. So I was gonna ask you, like, what's been like your favorite project you've done to date?
Favorite project done to date. Yeah, this one's actually really random. So this one was probably about 2 years ago. I did a documentary for Heinz. You know Heinz, the ketchup company?
Yes, sir.
Completely random. They had. I know. I tell people that, and they're like, "The ketchup company?" Yeah. And we spent 2 weeks on the Allegheny River up in Pittsburgh, doing a bunch of dives and stuff for a bunch of their old bottles because there's this whole storyline and stuff like that. But man, I fell in love with doing documentaries.
Really?
It was absolutely awesome. Like for documentaries, you get to travel a bunch. And every day you're doing like a new interview with somebody interesting, the CEO of this or the senior of that, or even just like regular people. Like we met people who had been like living there like legit for like 80 years. Like, yeah, I've lived in this house for like 80 years. Let me tell you how the city has changed immensely. And it's just like, man, that's just one of the most awesome perks about my particular career. And a lot of people can experience that as well in other careers. But like, I love meeting people. I love traveling. I love having something new every single day. And it doesn't matter that it was a documentary for a ketchup company, which by the way, a lot more stuff goes into it than you would think. Like, oh my God, they put a lot of effort. And like Heinz makes like like 300 different products, but we mostly know it for the ketchup. But like, yeah, they put a
True.
lot of effort into that stuff. Like, jeez.
That
Yeah,
is
that was
awesome.
fun. I loved it.
Have you done any other documentaries?
Only like random small ones. Down here in South Florida, documentaries not so popular. That's more like a New York, LA type thing, stuff like that.
South Florida is
Uh,
the video rap video capital of the world, right?
oh
So
yeah,
fucking.
absolutely, absolutely. There's tons of hip hop videos like all the dang time. The last one I did was Kevin Gates. Before that was Migos. Uh, I have a whole list like written down somewhere. Like, tons of hip hop videos. And then I also work in Fort Lauderdale, which is a lot of commercial. I think the last one we did was for Ford. Yeah, for Ford. That was pretty cool. Um, it really depends, man. The market's so different depending on where you're at and what you go. You know, I know guys who have never worked on a rap video, and it's like, well, why not? It's like, well, I live in Tennessee. It's all country, like
Hmm.
it's all country. It's some pop, it's some gospel stuff like that. You know, so it all depends on when you're at.
Okay, okay. Is there a project that or something that you want to do that you haven't done yet?
Nike commercial. I'm actually working on putting together a little fake Nike commercial because I just want to shoot it. Like I think that type of stuff is really fun. I think, um, and this is important for people listening and trying to figure out like how to get clientele and get into things. So in the film world, particularly the commercial world, you have what's called a spec commercial. A spec commercial is a commercial that you put together by yourself and you do it in the style of, say, Nike or Coca-Cola. It's not endorsed by them. They're not sponsoring it or anything like that. But your own fake Nike or Coke commercial. The purpose of that is to actually show that, hey, look, this is what I'm capable of. If you take it to an agency and you go, hey, I noticed that your agency does a lot of beverages. You guys work with, you know, Coca-Cola and Pepsi and this and that. Look, this is my reel of things that I've shot with beverages. I'm really good at product cinematography. And while you didn't get paid for that reel of stuff that you put together, now you have this entire portfolio of work, right? So that you can actually go, all right, cool, now pay me for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's common down here. I mean, that's not even just down here, just in the film world at all. You know, nobody wants to give $200 million to somebody to direct a Star Wars movie unless they've directed a movie before that. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and it can go quick. It can help you quick. I know that who was it? I want to say it was Rian Johnson. No, it might not have been Rian Johnson. It was somebody who directed one of the Star Wars movies. And then, like, if you look up his Wikipedia page, he's done like 3 movies in his life, like 3 feature films.
Oh, you're talking about oh my God,
Garrett,
Gareth Edwards that he did
yeah, Monsters was his
Monsters, which
first big
is
one.
I fucking love that
Great,
movie.
yeah, I love
Amazing
that
movie.
movie.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
absolutely.
And then Godzilla, the first one of the
Hmm.
the redo, and then he did Rogue One.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. And it's like, wow, that is one hell of a shoot up. Like, you know, Monsters, you know, it got its acclaim, but it's still kind of like an underground hit. Like the average person I talk to about Monsters
It doesn't, yeah,
doesn't know
hasn't seen
about
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. It's like Godzilla. Oh yeah, I saw that. And then Star Wars. You can't really get much bigger than Star Wars.
Dude, and the movie was awesome. I mean, Rogue One,
Hmm.
I enjoy that movie.
I say this with like no regret whatsoever. I think it's the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. Like I will.
Woo!
That is inflammatory to some, but
Of
I
course.
absolutely loved it.
Uh,
Incredible,
It, it
incredible.
it is, bro. And the fucking best Darth Vader scene.
Oh
Just
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
delicious.
and they
Fucking
saved it for
delicious.
the end too, bro. They
Oh,
saved it for the end. They coded. You see that lightsaber?
dude.
Everyone just went wild.
God damn. But the cinematography in that fucking movie, the locations. Oh,
Hmm.
just it
Yep.
was so good, so good. I fucking love that movie.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
glad they're making like a show about it too. Like not
Hmm.
Rogue One, but with like some of the characters from Rogue One before,
Yeah.
obviously, before they died. But it
Yeah.
was just awesome. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. We're living in a very interesting cinematic universe time. We could all thank Marvel for that. I think Marvel, as much as many of us are tired of Marvel, I'm not tired of Marvel. I still like Marvel.
Me
But like,
neither.
I think it's done kind of a really big thing for that industry, you know. But you know, that's just me.
No, I agree, man. I agree, and a lot of people getting it the opportunities and like just flourishing. I mean, John
Oh,
Favreau, dude.
yeah, absolutely. You know what? Actually, I think that was a bit disrespectful. I think the actual credit wouldn't go to Marvel. I think the actual credit goes to the early 2000 X-Men series.
Mm.
X-Men and Spider-Man were the ones to take comic books and all these nerdy things and bring them into the mainstream, and all of a sudden, comics are cool and toys are cool and anime is cool and this and that. All of a sudden out of that. So shout out to those guys.
That's true. That's true. Brian Singer with his X-Men movies, Sam
Bryan
Raimi
Singer,
with
yeah.
his freaking Spider-Man movies. By the way, Spider-Man's coming back. This dude,
Yeah.
everybody's coming back. Everybody's gonna be in Spider-Man 3, dude. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Christ.
I'm in
Who's gonna-
Spider-Man 3.
You're gonna reprise your role.
Pretty much. Yeah, man. I was a guy in the back, number 7.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad you're gonna be there too. But yeah, like you're just talking about, how it's changed the landscape. There's so many different movies and so many different formats now, because now there's shows like TV shows produced with movie budgets, and they look freaking amazing. So now you have and even each episode is directed by a different person. Yeah. So like it just so much, just again, accessibility. Again, it's just, I don't know. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. And
right, absolutely.
And I mentioned John Favreau because this dude who, funny enough, he made a Christmas classic, and he wanted to make a Christmas classic, which is awesome, with Elf. And he made Sathura, which it's still a freaking good, awesome movie. Anybody has seen it, I suggest you watch it. But then he started the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like this dude. Like, oh yeah, let's get the director from Elf and Sathura, and let's give him Iron Man, the first MCU movie, and this dude, and look how much he's grown. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Look, he took Iron Man, which, like, just depending how, starting to sound old when I say this, but like, depending how old you were, like if you're young, you might think, oh yeah, Iron Man. Iron Man was not always Iron Man. No. People did not give a crap about Iron Man before the movies. If you weren't like a fan of like the comic books, you couldn't give a crap about Iron Man. Like, it was like, oh, Spider-Man, yeah, Batman, yeah, Superman, yeah, Iron Man. Iron Man, like what? No. He really revolutionized that. Shout out to that whole team.
yeah. It just amazing. And you're 100% right. Like, who gave a shit? Especially normal people. Who gave a shit about Iron Man? I didn't see anybody. Absolutely. People who knew about Iron Man were people who read the comics or saw some of the cartoons or whatever. Like, they knew Iron Man. Now everybody and their fucking grandma knows Iron Man. They know Tony Stark.
Yeah,
it all started with this dude. I mean, it's
and
crazy.
Even Guardians of the Galaxies, that was like a super, like, nobody knew who the hell Guardians of the. I honestly didn't know very much. My brother was huge into comics, and like I only ever heard about it from passing from him, and just like, and now everyone's like, I am Groot. I am Groot.
Now that's the shit. No, yeah, man. James Gunn. It was.
Creatives like that are absolutely amazing. If you can take something and see its unrecognized potential, you have a special, unique ability to this world that people will flock to. Absolutely.
That's true, man. Fucking awesome, dude. Fucking awesome. So, listen, I was gonna say, let's make that Nike shit happen. Let's hit Nike up. I'll bombard the shit out of Nike to get your shit rolling. I love to see you make a freaking commercial. I can't wait till you make that your fake commercial to see how good it is, and maybe fucking Nike.
Did I send you that other thing, the audio thing?
I think you did. Yeah.
Still working on that one.
Still?
Yeah, that's in pre-production. Got a bunch of good stuff already rolling on that one, so I'm excited.
Really? That's awesome. Yep. Is that something original that's yours?
Yeah, that is something original, yeah. And apologize to people who don't know what we're talking about. It's a secret project. You're like, what the hell are they talking about? I don't know.
What's your goal with this project?
So to me, that's like a spec film as well because it's set in this I'll say it, the Spider-Man universe. Um, if we could take that and show like, hey, me and my team are capable of creating this type of thing. Taking this rework and putting it into a different dimension, which isn't so new anymore because now we're doing like multiverse and stuff like that. And by the way, I love that. I like that's what drove me to it. So to give context clues to those who are listening and don't know what the hell we're talking about, I really love reimaginings of characters and storylines and stuff like that. Very similar to what was done in Spider-Man. Why am I blanking out? The
Into the
latest
Spider-Verse?
one. Into the Spider-Verse, yeah. Into the Spider-Verse, where it's like, all right, we're gonna take this guy, we're gonna put him in a huge, different dimension. We're actually gonna switch up the main character. This kid is actually gonna be Spider-Man, and this is gonna be different. And I love reimaginings like that. I absolutely love stuff like that. And so, I wanted to do a short film in the Spider-Man universe. I wanted to do another reimagining, and once you know what you want to do, it's just a matter of putting it down on paper. And then once it's down on paper, you plan out and then you go and do it. That's it.
That's fucking awesome. I'm assuming, Corona has
Corona, yeah.
Fucking slapped you in the face. Has it been esto challenging working through this fucking pandemic?
Yeah, so Corona in relation to the film industry has been really interesting. So for like the first 2 months of Corona, I guess starting back in like March or something, like everything like really shut down. First 2 months, I didn't leave my house whatsoever. Just like 8 weeks. If I didn't have to go get some food or something, I just didn't leave. Eventually, work started picking back up with additional safety, and that was a big thing. That's when we started like getting like a lot of CDC guidelines about wearing masks and how to sanitize things. And that's when the corporate world figured out how to do this without liability and risking life. And then the industry started to come back to life, and Corona has you see what it's done to the theater business, which is like, whoa.
I haven't seen. I'm assuming no theaters are open, so is this?
No, yeah. Like I have not been to a theater since I saw Bad Boys came out.
Oh, theater. Okay, yeah. I was thinking like theaters, like normal theaters where people but yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Yes. Now I'm with you. Yeah, it's fucked. Absolutely. Jesus, theaters. Yeah, they're taking it up the ass, and they were already taking it up the ass before too. Like they weren't doing as good, but people were still going to the theaters. But now, yeah, dude, woo, Jesus, I agree.
I have not seen a movie since Bad Boys for Life came out, and that was I think January or something like that. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
And then everything's pushing towards streaming, and that's where like everybody. That's why we're getting all the stuff from like the MCU, and that's where we're going to get all the stuff for like Star Wars and stuff like that. Even Disney, was like pushing Mulan, which by the way, not worth watching. No,
I saw it, man. My sister bought the movie, and I was just like. They're like so there's a movie, and John Favreau did the same with Lion King. It's like, okay, so let's open up the carcass here real quick. Let's take out the heart. Let's throw it away. Then let's put a void in there, and now let's film this movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know.
I mean, I like the remake of Lion King. It wasn't as special. It wasn't nearly as offensive to me as Mulan. Mulan was just like, eh. And mind you that like I knew ahead of time that there wasn't going to be any singing. I knew ahead of time that this was based off like the actual original, not the cartoon, not the Disney, the actual original. I gave it a chance, and it just it felt flat. Happens, whatever. But yeah, no, we're making such a paradigm shift over to like doing things on streaming services. Thank God that Netflix is already established and stuff like that. But now everyone and their mother has a streaming service. I think right now I pay for Netflix. I have AT&T. AT&T comes with HBO now, so now I have that. My brother has Hulu, so I have an account with that. Hulu also comes through my Spotify, so I have that. I always have like a new Apple product. So now I have Apple TV for like a trial of that, and I think I have like something else. It's just like, man, there's
It's a bunch of
so
shit.
much content across so many different things. Then now it's getting annoying because I said Hulu. Things are starting to get annoying because if you want to watch a show, it's like, is this on Netflix? Or is this on Hulu? Oh, I also have Amazon Video because I have Amazon Prime. It's just like, I'm like, bro, there's like 20 different streaming services. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna do Crunchyroll. I'm not gonna do Peacock, which is the weirdest streaming name of all time.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do all that stuff. Yeah, whatever.
Yep, I feel you. I feel you. And sometimes the worst is when you're like looking for a movie and it's fucking nowhere. I'm like, come on, bro.
Like nowhere? Like nowhere? Like the cool thing about Google is that if you Google a movie, it'll typically tell you what it's on. But like sometimes it's just like
it's just nowhere.
It's not. Yeah.
It's just nowhere. I'm like, really?
It's
I mean, and then I'm like, am I gonna rent this movie or can I just get the Blu-ray and put it on my Blu-ray player and own it so I don't have to fucking deal with that shit anymore? Because I like of course I'm old, so I love having media like in my hands, like tangible media. So I still buy Blu-rays, but for movies that I just fucking love and I just rewatch so much. And I know, they come and go from services. That's just, I don't want to deal with that shit. If I want to watch Lord of the Rings extended edition, I have that bitch on Blu-ray, pop it up, I'm good. So
I actually just marathoned all of that, including The Hobbit. Like I finished it yesterday.
That's hilarious. I'm on Two Towers right now in the Sunday because I'm trying to get my kid to see it, but he don't give a fuck. Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. I love that fucking universe, that just the music, Howard Shore, goddamn. I mean, it's just they're awesome. They're awesome.
Did you see that there's a rework of that? They just did the 4K remaster.
I did, but I see a lot of complaints because the color grading on it, like
it's a little bit different.
Yeah. So I don't know. I gotta read up to see if it was done on purpose. Is this how it was supposed to be seen, or they're just changing it out? But yeah, I know there's a few complaints. So I don't know how big of a bitch I'm gonna be. Like if I get the 4K and I look at the grading, I'm like, oh whoa, what's going on? So, but I definitely want it in 4K, no question.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think they could have possibly messed it up by like that much. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm telling you, just today, I was just before I gave you a call. Like I'm looking on Screen Rant, and an article popped up just today about people complaining because the color grading is different on the 4K remaster than in the theaters. And the Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray has the same whatever. So I'm like, I'm sometimes like when I watch a movie and I like it the way it is, you know what I'm saying? I might just want to watch it. But again, how anal am I? Am I gonna notice? Is it gonna be something like I'm gonna fucking cry? So I might not give a shit. I love the movie so much, but alas, I don't have a 4K player yet. So it is what it is.
We would all probably have 4K Blu-ray players if any of us could get a damn PS5. It's like note to future self while watching this back. Like right now, you are fiending for one. You're not gonna pay $1,000, Joelle, but like right now, you want one.
Fuck that! Pay $1,000 for a goddamn PS. I've never paid. So I've never really bought a console when it first comes out. Like, I've never been that diehard, I need it. And let alone paying fucking $1,000, bruh.
Yeah.
Hell
My brother did that for his PS2 back in the day.
Ooh.
$1,000, yeah.
Hey, you got the money. It's
your
money.
You got the money. Do you, man? I mean.
Exactly. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your fucking money. I'm just saying, I can wait. I
could wait until after Christmas. You'll find them after Christmas. I'm good.
Yeah. Now, I've seen people that have bought like 500 fucking units to sell them, to resell them. I'm like, oh my God, how do you get your hands on so much? That's ridiculous. And the margins, I mean, again, people get desperate, so they're fucking paying $1,600 for a fucking PS5, man.
Yeah.
I I don't understand that. Knowing, that this shit's gonna be available later at MSRP, but here you are, just fucking $1,600. Let's go. I'm like, what?
I mean, I think it'll come down to people who want to be in that first wave, and B, parents who have like the extra cash and they're like, look, man, I honestly don't have time to be like trawling all these websites, calling people up to see what they have stock. I'm a doctor, man. I make $10,000 a month, man. They're just
I'm a
$1,600, kids. That's here, fine, man.
Here you go. Here's your PS5, you son of a bitch. My
Right.
kid will never get a fucking $1,000 PS5. Whatever. It's like, no,
Yeah.
you're gonna wait. I'm gonna show you some little humbleness. You're gonna
Yeah.
fucking wait. Or if you want it, mira, go out there and fucking make some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
get it done.
You've been playing any games lately?
Just Call of Duty. That's all I pay.
Call of Duty?
That and
Oh, new
Smash
one?
Brothers. No, I haven't bought the new one.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
Cold War, I think.
Cold War. Yep. So I haven't bought that one, but I still have Modern Warfare and Warzone, access to Warzone, because since it's free. I'm always playing like that. So that's why I barely buy any games. Like the last 3 games that I bought. This is how pathetic I am. So I have my Switch. Okay, I bought Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9, so I can play them on my Switch. Because I love those fucking games. I have them on the PS1, the original ones. And, I saw them on there. I'm like, bro, on the Switch, I can take it and go wherever the fuck I want. I can play Final Fantasy 7. Let's do it. So I play that. Some Smash Brothers from time to time. That's it. I saw Cyberpunk, and that shit looks amazing. I've been on a Cyberpunk state of mind, if you will, for a bunch of just fucking, I don't even know how many goddamn months. Like, I'm just trying to watch cyberpunkish movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those games that I would love to play, but I'm probably gonna play that shit from 3 years from now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm actually working my way through the Final Fantasy VII remake. And speaking of Final Fantasy VII and Switch and Super Smash,
ooh, Sephiroth, my man. Let's go.
I was hyped for that reveal. Oh, bro, that thing split over and I heard dun 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 dun.
Bruh. Ding. Oh my god! Look right here. It's just funny enough. I have him right here.
Oh,
This was all staged.
Oh,
This was all staged. This is all.
yeah. Pre-planned questions.
Char over here worked on the what do you call it?
Pre-production on that.
Yeah. So we had this stage, but dude, fuck, man, it's funny because my boy and I were or he made a joke that the amiibo for Sephiroth is gonna come in the box where 3 amiibos come. Just because you have the Masamune blade, it's so fucking long that it needs that much room. I'm fucking yes, sir.
Oh yeah, oh man,
I'm hyped for that, dude. I'm hyped.
Super hyped. I'm super hyped for how well this. Like I said, I'm still playing through the remake and oh, bro, this is great. This is great. This is how you remake something, and you stay faithful to it while continuously adding content. Because my boy is like, when you buy the remake, I'm telling you now, it's really kind of a sequel. I'm just like, oh, how does that work? And it worked out so perfectly. It works out so perfectly.
It did. Funny enough, I haven't played it. Dying to fucking play it. But I saw a full, somebody playing it. I forgot what the name of the YouTuber, but they played the whole fucking thing, and I'm like, wow, I love what they have done. I love where they're going with this shit. It's amazing. Like you were saying, it's something that's fucking from 1997. It's still there, but they're making it new, and I'm like, ooh, where? I'm excited to see where they're going with this. So, and the game looks beautiful. I mean, it's fuck, bro.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. I saw your post on Instagram. Very mature with the hand. In Walmart, for those who haven't played, when you're heading to Walmart, there's a little construction area, and there's this big hand. In the old game, obviously you climbed on it, but in this game you can actually move it and move the container it has and everything. So pretty cool. This guy over here, fucking.
I think I'm gonna pull it up right here.
Fucking hilarious.
That's what we do with Instagram. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, man. What's going on with you, man? What's going on in your world, man? There's gonna be
My
some cool
world?
stuff popping.
Man, I wish I had some cool stuff popping, bruh. Shit. So, it's very bleak. My family life is fantastic. My professional life is just like, so. I decided to do the whole, start getting into videography professionally. Okay.
Yeah.
This was like a week before the goddamn pandemic hit. Okay. So I did my first shoot. My wife is an interior designer, and she works for a company. It's two guys. They're the head of the company, and then there's her. She's the interior designer, and they had remodeled a 3-story house in Fort Lauderdale, in downtown Fort Lauderdale. So I went there with our friend Tony. He's a professional photographer. He's been doing it for 5 or 6 years. So he got his own company and does his own thing. And I said he does mostly pictures. He also does video. But I'm like, you know what? I'll go there and fucking shoot a video for free. I'm serious about getting into this shit. And I had a glide cam, by the way. Oh my god, I'm still learning how to use that motherfucker. That shit ain't easy.
I still don't know how to use that thing.
Oh my god, I
still don't know how to use that.
I
bro.
see videos of
like,
people.
I can't balance that.
Just fucking walking like nothing, perfect. And I'm like, no, fuck, bro. No,
keep it level.
Man.
Keep it level.
I'm like, I need to get myself a fucking goddamn gimbal, cause So anyway, so I went there. I shot the video, my first video, trying to figure everything out. I edited it, did everything, and they loved it. The two guys loved it. So I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, this to me, like, I already saw, while I'm editing, I'm seeing, okay, I could have done this better. This is going to be blah, blah, blah. Make sure you check out your exposure here next time. Anyway, but they loved it. I'm like, dude, this is fucking awesome. Let's go. Let's go. And boom.
COVID.
Fucking COVID hit. Then obviously, my wife, thank God, she was still working, but obviously going out to jobs and shit slowed down tremendously because of all this crap. And so did me fucking trying to, get some goddamn shoots in there. So, and then, so I was jobless essentially because of fucking, COVID, because I couldn't find a job when nobody was fucking hiring the lockdown, and it's been a pain in the ass. And I also did 2 shoots with Tony again. He brought me in there. I actually got paid for those. Fucking fun, man. It's just funny how even when you're just shooting, real estate, I still get my creative juices just fucking flowing. Like, it's very, but I'm still like, oh, what if I went a little bit lower? Or what if I, it's just little creative shit that you normally at work, like on a 9 to 5, you don't do. You're just there. Hey, how you doing, sir? How can I help you? And like, there's no creative shit happening. So
exactly.
I had loads of fun, I did the videos, and, rendered everything, gave it to them. And I assumed they liked it. I never heard anything from the guy, but I never.
If they didn't like it, they would let you know.
Okay.
I'm telling you now. having been an editor in the past, thank God no longer, they would have let you know. Hey, we have some notes. You think you can take out the explosions?
That's so funny because I said that in one of the houses of I'm like, oh bro, you know what? We can grab the what do you call it? Oh my god, the little thing that flies. What do you call that?
Drone?
Drone, thank you. I'll grab the drone because my friend has a drone, right? I don't know how to fly a drone yet, which is something I need to learn. But and I'll put some explosions in the background, and the guy's like, yeah, and I'm like, bro, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna put no fucking explosions in the background. What are you talking about? Good lord.
Bro, that will sell it, bro. This house comes with pyro.
But hey, for real. But yeah, so then that happened a couple of months ago, and then like the COVID thing started going up again, and it's been a roller coaster, man. I wish I was just like going out there, and I need to do a better job too, of like getting myself out there as well. So like it's one of those things. But yeah, that's what's happening here, man. I wish I had better news.
Yeah,
I'm staying positive though.
Absolutely. COVID. So I don't know if you heard, but like the NBA is opening back up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you saw, the playoffs were up in the bubble, up in Orlando and stuff like that, and they had all those strict protocols. So I just did a Zoom meeting yesterday for like the Miami Heat guys. So I think our first game is in like a couple days and stuff like that. And like, it's affected this entire industry so much, man. There's so many more rules to it. First of all, there's going to be no fans, which
Again,
I mean,
nothing.
yeah, again, same thing as it was in the playoffs. And it's such a crazy thing, man. Just every production that you go into is going to have to, you know, adhere to these CDC guidelines, and it's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm fortunate that, you know, I can still be working because we have these guidelines and stuff like that. Well, many other industries are just straight shut down. Like, no one's taking a cruise right now. If you worked in the cruise industry, you've been out of a job for the past like 8-9 months or something. You know?
Pretty much, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're fortunate, but yeah, there's a lot of rules and regulations that we're just gonna have to stick with for the foreseeable future.
I know it sucks, bro, but it's gonna be for the foreseeable future, I'm sure.
Yeah.
This shit's annoying. So, are you gonna be at the filming Miami Heat games? Are they gonna be playing at their stadium, or is it gonna be
They're
another
playing
bubble?
at their stadium. Yeah, they're playing at their stadium. Yeah.
Okay.
Just no fans, so oddly quiet.
That's gonna be fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I mean, hey, at least I'll be able to like get around really quickly and stuff like that. You know.
I mean, you can literally set up wherever you want to set up. I don't know how you guys to film the what is the filming you do? It's not for broadcast. It's for, you know, all the shit that they do.
Oh yeah, so some of it goes out the broadcast itself. Actually, the entire thing is broadcast, but I'm part of the internal Miami Heat film crew. So we're not Fox Sports. Fox Sports has their own feeds and stuff like that. So depending on what you're watching, you may get a shot that I've been shooting, or you're most likely going to get the shot that like Fox Sports is taking, or like Sun Sports or whatever. So it really depends on there's a whole like science behind it and broadcast and all that stuff.
Yeah, that shit's intimidating, bro. Live TV, especially sports. Oh my god! I've seen the fucking space station that they use to. Oh no, bro.
The lens that we have is a Canon 9mm to 540, I believe, f2.8. $100,000.
Bro, they gotta do everything. It's live TV. They need to do fucking everything, dude. And they're massive too.
I'm telling you again, for anybody watching, if you're looking to get into the broadcast side of things, be on point. I hate to tell you to be nervous about it, but be on point. There's no take two, man. Oh man, let me tell you a story, bro. Let me tell you a story. All right. So I think this was last season or season before that. I'm down on the floor, and like where I was positioned was like underneath the hoop, like just like out of the way. Like I could literally take a footstep forward and I'm inside the bounds of the court. So I'm like right there courtside. At one point I hear over the headset, my technical director, he's like, "Hey, stand up, turn around. Directly behind you is Christian Slater." And I stand up and I turn around. I got my camera. I don't know what Christian Slater looks like. And so I'm just like who looks famous? Who looks rich?
Oh,
and like my director's like, "Where are you going? To your left. To your left." At this point, some guy looks at me. He goes, You're probably looking for me."
No, he did not. He did not.
He did. Bro, he's just like, "You're probably looking for me," and then he turns to his friend. And he's like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, am I not famous anymore? Like, what the fuck?" Bro, I haven't seen Mr. Robot. I don't know.
That is fucking hilarious. He
So that's
literally went, "Hey, I'm right here, dude.
Yeah.
You're probably looking for me."
Yep. Yeah. He was not happy about it. Every time that I'd turn around and kind of like look at it, he just kind of shoot me like a weird look. Well, I pissed off Christian Slater. Okay, well.
Fuck Christian
on my
Slater.
resume.
Fucking mad. Yeah. Why? Because you didn't. Shut the fuck up, Christian Slater. You got money, bro. Shut up.
He's got money. Also, I looked at his Wikipedia page. He's kind of a terrible person. Anyway.
Is it really?
Oh boy.
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm thinking of Christian Slater, the right Christian Slater. Is he the one that was in The Wizard?
The Wizard. Let's find out. I'm currently on Wikipedia right now.
I think he is. Christian Slater. Yeah.
Okay. Do.
Remember with Fred Savage? I don't know if you ever saw it with the Power Glove and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That movie was so fucking awesome. My kid loves it. He wants to be Lucas, which is the kid with the Power Glove, of course. So Christian Slater, that is hilarious that you did not know what. Bruh.
Like it's one of those names that like I know the name and I know it's a famous person. I just don't know what it looks like. Like I don't know, like who else? I don't know what Renee Zellweger looks like. It's she could walk past me, I wouldn't know.
Didn't she had surgery or some shit too, so she doesn't even look like the same. But yeah, that's fucking hilarious though. Hey yo, hey, turn around. We got Renee Zellweger in the stadium. We're like, oh, which white person is this? I don't know.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
That is too funny, man. That is too funny.
You get a lot of celebrities there. God, who's been there? I think the coolest person I met at the Heat Arena was Trevor Noah.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
He's
the Daily
host
Show.
of the Daily Show now. Yeah, awesome.
Did you meet him while he was the host of the Daily Show before that?
Yeah. While he was the host, him, Gucci Mane, DJ Khaled. God, there's always some random people there, man. A couple of like reggaeton guys and stuff like that. It's always
reggaeton, papi. You know what it is?
Hey,
Bad Bunny, baby.
Bad Bunny. He's a cool guy in person.
Is he?
Yeah, he's awesome. A cool guy.
Man, we Puerto Ricans are cool, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how we're
Oh, but you know who I did meet though, and the rumors about his behavior are absolutely true. I met Pitbull, and let me tell you about Pitbull, bro. Like, Jesus, bro. By far, like the nicest celebrity that I've ever met, bro. He's actually super cool.
Motherfucker, cabrón. I'm expecting that he just whipped it out and tried to pee on your shit. Te pendejo. The nice. That's awesome.
Mr. Worldwide. No, he's super cool. He got there on time. Easy to work with. You know, he thanked the crew, like legit, like, hey, you know, Pitbull's wrapped and everything. All right. Legit stopped everything. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for this. You know, blah, blah, blah. Super easy to work with. And
you filmed the video? Is that what you did?
Yeah. Who was it? Him and Jen Carlos. Does that ring a bell? Jen Carlos? I think it's, I don't know. Whatever. Super cool guy. Awesome. Yeah, Jen Carlos Canela.
No, I don't know. Giancarlo.
Yeah.
Is he like a rapper?
Yeah, super cool guy. No, he's a singer. Yeah, he's Cuban from Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he's famous from like a telenovela. Más sabe el diablo.
Más sabe el diablo. Giancarlos, te dije que no. I
said that like a complete gringo. Más sabe el diablo.
Mira, like Más sabe el diablo. The two other telenovelas. Okay. I don't even know how to translate that. The devil knows more, I guess. Whatever.
I guess so.
So Giancarlo. So he's awesome. That's good. That's cool. That's cool to know.
Absolutely, man.
Some of these people, you know,
some of them are great. Some of them are the worst. Lil Wayne is an asshole in person. Nicki Minaj is an asshole in person.
Oh.
I did not work with her personally, but everyone I know is just like, you literally are not allowed to look at her.
Oh, jeez.
How's that going to work?
Christ. How am I supposed to work? I'm supposed to be shooting your shit, dude. I got the shot. I think I got it. Yeah. Oh, bro.
Your lens cap is on. What?
Wow. So it's one of those clients that if you get a call to shoot a Nicki Minaj video, you're like, no, that's a hard pass.
I mean, I'll do it because the money's there for sure.
Okay.
And luckily, I'm not in a position where like I would most likely get yelled at. It's more of like, so you have on set, you have your grips, and your grips are largely responsible for like lights and stuff like that and moving things around. They're going to have to at some point in time look at the artist, you know, like
to make sure that shit's right.
Yeah, the light's on them now. All right, cool. You know, don't make eye contact with her while you're doing that. Blah blah blah. You know, it's like that's too far. That's just weird, man. I get it that she's Nicki Minaj, and you know, all eyes are going to be on her, but like, don't yell at the guy working. Like, come on. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if people are being assholes, completely understand. But like,
Yeah.
fucking A. We're shooting,
Yeah.
you know. You're the main attraction of whatever the fuck
Mhm.
we're doing. Clearly.
Yeah, and believe me, this guy, he's been doing it for 25 years. He is not phased by you. Like, he has done he's met Michael Jackson and all that stuff. He is not staring at you. Like,
He don't give a fuck.
calm down.
This is just another job. He's more
He
worried
is
about
way-
the lights, you know, and the
Mhm.
temperature of the lights and how the fucking light's shooting you than her face.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
What's the worst experience you've ever had on set? You don't have to name anybody, but what's the worst experience?
It's crazy that like whenever someone says that, I immediately already know what it is. Oh man, I had this one director for this one rapper who immediately went to jail for murder like 2 days later. Not gonna name names, but like
That's insane.
the artist, I didn't care for the artist himself. Kind of a pain in the ass, but the director was a complete oof. Never work with this guy again. Like, as with any industry, word gets around.
Yeah.
Word gets around. Like, as soon as I brought his name up to everybody else, they're like, "Oh, him? Oh, bro. Oof. Yeah, I worked with him before too." And mind you, I was talking to somebody in LA and then in New York, and they had both heard of this guy, and like, yeah, he's terrible, bro. Like, nobody works with him.
Wow.
So, you know.
And he went to
No,
jail.
The rapper went to jail.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the director.
Yeah. No, the police were called on the director on another shoot, but yeah, no.
Such a great guy. Such a great guy.
A great guy. Oh, a real stand-up guy.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. What's the best experience you've had? You know,
Best experience. Let's see.
does anything stand out?
Oh, okay. 2 years ago, I got to film in the Bahamas, the NBA, the playoffs in the Bahamas, whatever it was. Guys who were not doing like the All-Star game or whatever were just in the Bahamas on behalf of the NBPA. I was there on a boat speeding towards you. I don't know if you know about that island that has like the pigs on it in the Bahamas.
No.
There's like this island off of the Bahamas that you can go to by boat. I think you actually fly into it as well. It has a bunch of just wild pigs. They're just wild pigs running around and they're in the water, and it's all cool. It's a big tourist attraction thing. It takes like 3 hours to get there by boat. I did it with a bunch of Instagram influencers that boat ride and porn stars. Like,
holy shit.
Legit, like straight up, like I look her up 5 million, I look her up 10 million. Just like spent the weekend with like NBA players and porn stars and like, you know, influencers and poolside, and
in
I'm
the
in the
fucking Bahamas. Dang.
I'm just like, bro, I'm getting paid for this.
That's fucking crazy. That's awesome.
Oh,
what was the point? What were you just filming them fucking playing with the goddamn pigs or some shit?
So it was for a brand. God, what does the brand do? I don't know if the brand is even around anymore. I don't even remember. I don't even remember what the brand was about. I think they did like a lot of BTS for like just the NBA association or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. I know I was surrounded by pretty ladies the entire time.
You had a good fucking time.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I think I have one question just because I'm curious. What's your favorite camera?
Favorite camera? Arri. The Arri camera. So Arri, for those watching, if you're not familiar with Arri is the king of cinema. The absolute king. Like, a lot of people know like Red and stuff like that, and Red's great. Arri is even better. Arri is like the big boys. It's the most expensive one. It's also the most relied upon one. I think I was just looking up like top cameras used for the Academy Awards, and I think like, dude, like 10 out of like 12 of them were like all Arri.
Really?
You know, absolutely. It's a great camera. It's absolutely amazing. It's very reliable. Not perfect, but reliable. One day I may own it. You don't have to own it, especially in this industry. You can just rent things. Rent things, you know. Even if you can't afford it, you can just rent it. Like, if you ever want to shoot something like awesome and you're going to need all these lights and lenses and stuff like that, just rent them.
Rent them up.
Rent them up. Charge it to the client. You know, if it's a good client, they they won't mind paying the bill. So
That's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome. It's
Yeah.
good to know, man. It's good to know because people, we usually, well, we're humans, so it's easy for us to put walls on shit. It's like, I would love to do this,
Yeah.
but I can't, So, people who want to shoot a little documentary or some shit and they're looking to fucking, looking at expensive cameras, even like Sony, like the F7s or whatever, that they're expensive. They're used a lot for that. They're like, fuck, 10, 15 grand for that shit.
Yeah.
Plus the goddamn lens.
the accessories and all that other stuff. It's like, yeah, bro, I know.
Go ahead and rent it.
Yeah, you can just rent that stuff. Absolutely.
Or just use your iPhone and that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is another
honestly,
thing too.
You'd be surprised how often iPhone footage and GoPro footage has been. I was just watching The Hobbit. There's some GoPro footage in The Hobbit.
Really?
When they're going down the river and they're in those barrels.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of GoPro footage, and you can tell because it gets all of a sudden like crappy looking.
Yep. I've seen it. They in I forget. Like I think Fast and the Furious, obviously in their car. So they for some reason they have GoPros. Like you would think they would mount like just cameras, at least a fucking I don't know, mirrorless or some shit. But they have GoPros, and you can see the level, like the quality of the film, just and then go back, just because, just for that fucking second or millisecond for that shot, and I'm like, no, I don't like it. But yeah, it gets used at a lot.
Oh yeah,
in
absolutely,
fucking movies.
absolutely. And I think that as long as you're not matching like crazy super high end cinema stuff with your GoPro and your iPhone, it works. It'll mesh. It'll work. Like we are so far along in iPhone, GoPro technology that like you can get a great looking image these days, and you can get it for cheap. You can absolutely do it. There's no excuse.
100%, and you can pretty much do anything. Like legit, like how many people are making money just filming shit, vertical on fucking TikTok and shit like that, like with their phones.
Like I've met a lot of people who are content creators and stuff like that, and it's just like some of them will follow around the celebrity and like all their gear is their phone. That's it. I do this all day. Oh hey, let's do a boomerang right here. Oh, let's do a picture right here. Oh, do this just right here.
Wow.
Whatever the price of your iPhone or your Samsung is.
But being in fucking, I'm sure battery packs and shit, but you're good.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Little Mophie action, get fucking power, and there you go. You're a goddamn content creator for a goddamn person.
Yeah, and I say don't, and it's really easy to do this. Don't get wrapped up in the technicalities of it, of like what you need. And I need everything to be perfect, and I need these great lenses, and I need that, because then you'll never create anything. You'll never freaking create anything.
Those are those walls, dude. Those are those walls, man. People, you start getting like, oh, I wish you let me do this, but I need to get this. I need to just relax. Use what you got, bro.
Even like looking at your collection behind you, if you were to look at like, how do I get the entire series of like this? I want this entire Dragon Ball Z series, and if I try to track them down, it'll take 2 years and it'll cost this much. Step at a step, man. Step by step, man. Like nothing comes together overnight, man. Nothing.
I'm glad you say that, because it's true, man. Nothing at all. And I say this because it's 100% true. You're like, your story's inspirational, dude. Like
Thank you.
Literally fucking taught yourself and hustled. You had your jobs, plus you were doing this internship so you could learn more about this thing that you fucking loved. And here you are, a goddamn, business owner on what you love to do. Like, bro, you can't get more inspirational than that, bro. You made that shit happen, dude. That's amazing.
Oh man, and like I still remember to this day, like when Best Buy was like my last like 9-to-5 job. I remember when I quit, like I was like freaking the fuck out, bro. Like I had spent $7,000 that I did not have. I bought cameras, gimbals, and lenses and stuff like that. Most of that stuff was on my credit cards. Like opened up a Best Buy card, put it on my other card, and I was just like, I gotta make this work. I just spent $7,000 and quit my job. I gotta make this freaking work.
There's no safety net. So
there's no safety net. Absolutely. And like I always go back to this, and this is probably my favorite quote of all time, or favorite story even. You know that Will Smith has he has a YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, guys, absolutely subscribe to his channel. He tells a story in which he goes skydiving for the first time. And he's talking about how like he goes to bed nervous and he wakes up nervous and he's driving there nervous and he's doing the lesson and he's nervous and he's getting in the plane and he's hella nervous and he's going out there super nervous and the door opens up and he's standing at it and he's nervous and then they jump and then just bliss. And he says something along the lines of like, I learned something that day, and that's the best things in life are on the other side of fear. And I think that's the most like important thing I've ever heard in my life. Right? Because
That is pretty fucking deep.
Anything amazing in your life is probably gonna scare the crap out of you. Your son is your only child, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's your first kid, and I'm sure at some point you're like, oh, I'm a child.
I know.
Making a human being. Whoa. Whoa.
It was
And
great.
that kid's amazing. That kid is the greatest kid of all time, right?
Yes, it is, man. I love that, dude. I love it. But it's amazing that whole fear thing. So I made a box for myself that I look at every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like success is in this box. So, I put like laziness, excuses, procrastination, comfort as I am, comfortable with whatever. I got doubt. And on the top of the box, I got fear on this bitch. And like, it fucking resonates with me, man. Like, like it's so true because, I've done the little things I've done that I have paid the most in success, if you will. You were scared for a second, or, I mean, for a second, of course, for fucking God knows how long, but like, yeah. And you're 100% right. And I've never saw it that way. So I gotta watch that video first of all.
There's no reward without risk, man. Like,
yep,
you gotta do it. You gotta do it if you're a creative. Like I said, work that 9 to 5, to pay your bills. But at some point, you gotta leave. You gotta get out the plane.
Leap of faith, baby.
Absolutely.
Leap of faith, man. Listen, so I want to again thank you for your time, dude. You're fucking awesome.
No problem.
I love your story again, and I just mentioned it. It's fucking inspirational. Like I didn't see that coming. When, and having so again, one of the things I love about doing this fucking podcast is just learning about people that I find interesting, and this has been fantastic, dude. So like anybody watching right now could just be like, fuck, even me myself, like just fucking getting used up already. Like you did it, you did it, and it was it's possible. It's possible. Just gotta put the effort on there, 100%. So I appreciate it, man. You've been fucking awesome.
Thank you.
I'm gonna link all like your social and stuff. Is there anything else you want me to link? Just hit me up so I can have it on there.
Cool. Yeah.
Because I want people, because I don't know who the fuck is watching. Maybe somebody's like, hey, I think I want to fucking do a video with them, motherfucker. Let's pay this bitch $10,000 or I don't know, whatever. Get you. But yeah, dude, I appreciate it, man, and I love your work. Keep fucking kicking ass at it, dude. Hopefully, people watching here follow you and they check out your work because you're really good at what you do. And
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, man. And invite me back, bro. Like, this is actually like super fucking fun. Like,
my man.
Like, invite me back, bro. Like,
my man.
We would get a bunch of friends and we would do like a round table for a bunch of stuff. Like, I mean, shit, bro. We should do this for like every episode of like The Mandalorian. Just like get a bunch of people. Like,
dude, that'd be fucking dope, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. That's. I agree. We can do that too, man. Well, I'm sure we'll keep talking. But yeah. I'm glad you had fun. I had fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, brother. I'm definitely gonna have him back. So for those of you asking for another, just come down. But damn, I appreciate it, bro.
All right, brother. You take care.
Later, baba. Woo.